Hello Kitaholic Kits fans, it's Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team member layout. So for this layout, I have channeled my inner Lisa Francesca, I think that's how you pronounce her surname, because I had this really cute, I guess for want of a better word, memorabilia that I really wanted to include on this layout. So I've gone ahead with that gorgeous sort of navy blue background paper and just dropped a tiny little trim off the edge so I could mat it on white paper. I also did some white stitching all the way around the edge of my blue paper. Then I cut out a kind of winky wonky face shape out of that sort of grey paper and stitched around the edge of that and put it onto white mat and then stitched on a little nose. And then these eyes and teeth are actually directly from the photos that I am using. So it was crazy hair day at my husband's work, but because we were in lockdown, it was all online work and the kids were at home and all of that. And Matthew had asked them to join in with online crazy hair day. And Jack had decided that he really wanted to be a monster. So we chopped out some eyes. We had, I think, 6 eyes and some sharp teeth, and we pinned those into his super spiky hair, and he was all ready to go. And I thought it'd be really cool if I could get those onto the page as well and just sort of show what we had used to put into his hair, I guess. I also had kept the one, Thomas wanted to be a silly face, so we made one for Thomas, which he wore for about 2 minutes and then pulled out, which I then put into Matt's hair. And I had also kept that one, but I decided, obviously I could have scrunched this face and made it a little bit smaller, and I could have done 2, but I thought it would look a little bit too overpowering on the page and sort of take up too much of the page. So in the end, I just did this sort of monster one a little bit bigger, with the focus being on Jack, because he was the one that really got into it and was really engaged with it, and it sort of was better for the story, I guess. I will keep the other information in my journaling, but I can now officially toss the rest of those cardboard pieces in the bin and stop holding on to them on my Scrappy desk, which is good news for me. I then went through all of the florals in the Paige Evans Floral Bungalow Lane and put out all the sort of navy bluish coloured ones, and they're what I'm going to embellish with today. There's a few people that have questioned me in the past about how I feel about putting florals on boy layouts. I absolutely could care less. I think if it works, it works. I put on whatever I want. But in this particular case, I didn't want it to be too girly, so that's why I stuck with this monochromatic color scheme of just using lots of blue, and I think it worked really, really well. The florals don't sort of don't soften the layout too much, which is nice, but there are really great pops of color onto the page as well. I also managed to pull 2 ephemera pieces out of the Let's Get Together ephemeral pack as well. Two of those sentiments worked really well for this layout, so I have pulled those out to put those on too. So this layout took me a lot longer than it should have, just due to all of the stitching. I probably spent nearly all day just stitching around the edge of that blue paper and then stitching all the little pieces, because I went around the edges of the teeth and of each of the eyes and of the head itself, and just all of that just takes time. I hand pierce all those holes and then obviously hand stitch those together. Now I don't have to hand stitch them. I could machine stitch them for a different look, or I could not stitch them at all. I just really love the look of it, and I enjoy sitting on the couch and chilling out and spending time doing that. So I'm really happy with how it all came together. I love my little mixed thicker title. I was at first just going to call this Crazy Hair, but decided to throw in that word monster in the navy thickers as well. It kind of gets a little bit lost, which I like. It's not supposed to be a really standout point of the title, but it really ties it all together. I hope you have enjoyed watching this process video. I've really enjoyed making this layout for you today. Have a really happy, scrappy week, and I will see you all next time. Bye.